Okay, so good afternoon, all of you. We'll start with NMCP as subject. Section B. I suppose everyone has renamed their name as name and roll number. That is the class roll number. So you have to, those who are not done renaming, they should rename it. So ask your faculty advisor what is the latest roll numbers of you. Accordingly, you can just use those roll numbers for your classes. And also you have to go through the Google Classroom and mark the attendance through the question. So in earlier lectures, we have gone through different things related to the Excel sheet, different commands related to Excel sheet. We have seen font, we have seen how to use the font color, and then alignment. Then we have gone through the conditional formatting. Apart from that, we have also gone through this AutoSum function, AutoSum how to average. Then we have also gone through these how to use this formula bar. And in the formula bar, you have to again use the different formula in it. So for the different formula, if you just put that's the thing that we have used here: if statement, and statement. Sometimes we can use if and or. So that's how we can use it. Then we are also seeing there are different worksheets available here. That is the math function is the first worksheet. Then sheet one, if I want to rename this, how to rename that? So I'll just right click on it. And then there are different commands out of that. If you want to insert one worksheet, we can do so with this insert command. We can even delete it. We want to rename this, so I'll just rename it and put here demo. So you can click anywhere. So that would be considered as rename. Then you can see there's a worksheet that is the name. So mechanics problem, flat slab from SOM problem. And how to make the conditional formatting, how to use these different colors for it. So that is possible here. So again, we can just do, suppose we want to use here, let us say this as third year. Okay. And we want to use here, let us say this PRMCEAM, and so we want to use. Now set this name is going out of this box or out of this cell. So we do have one command wherein if you want say this two, and if we can go to here wrap text, if we click on that, so you can see that name has been appeared in a single cell. Now if you want to use the two cells, so we can go to the merge and center. So now you can see this has become merged in two cells. This was the first and second cell. These two cells have been merged here. And even the earlier it was the wrap. If I just unwrap it, so this would look like. And if I click on wrap text, so that's how you can view here. border. So that's all. There are many things in the Excel that you can do. So I'll just go ahead with the math function with this Excel sheet and the in this worksheet. If we want to use now, there is one function here. So let us say VLOOKUP function and then HLOOKUP function. So these are the two other functions apart from whatever the earlier functions we have gone through, that sum, how to use sum, average, and how to go for the counting numbers, what's the maximum, what's the minimum number out of the different number data space, and how to use this and or even not. Then you can give the date also. So if you just if I just double click on it and mark was to and write the date, and now this is the date in terms of year, month, and day. So if you want to do, let's have this 2021, that's 08, and the day is 20. So you can press here, and if you just click on this and press here today and this parenthesis. So what else today's date is there? So that today's date will be available with us. Uh, Even you can do the other functions as well that may consist of calculation of LSM, calculation of factorial, power. So rest of the power, if you want to do something, let us have, suppose power you want to use for 5, rest of the power will become here 25. So you can use here, let us say this 25, and you want to use here first to the power 3. So you can type here 3, press enter, and that's how it gets changed. So that is the power function. Similarly, factorial of say a number. So here we have used a number of this. What is the factorial of it? Then power of it. And what is the time now? So you want to use your time, so date and time. So you can simply double click on it. And once you double click on it, equals to now parenthesis. So that's how you will get what is the today's date and what is the time right now. And now you can just look at this so 15 colon 13. So that is 15 is nothing but 3 o'clock and 13 minutes. So that's the time. So apart from that, you can even go ahead with this is the VLOOKUP value and HLOOKUP value. So VLOOKUP value is something wherein you want to look at what is the So suppose I'll just give you the data set. First of all, I'll just explain the data set. These are the numbers. I just mark there 1 to 10 numbers are there. And I just mark their square. So how to mark the square? Either I can use the power, or if I double click on it, you can just look at this. I just mark this number, and this is the sign. This sign is used for the power, so that you may get it. If you're using the laptop or computer, then press shift 6, shift plus 6. So if you use this shift plus 6, so that's how we'll get then rest to the power, and rest to the power 2. Similarly, this number rest to the power 3 if I want to do. Then I'll mark the addition of it. Addition of column A plus column B means I just mark this column and this column. Then subtraction from column number D, column B. So this is the data set. So if you now look at, or you want to suppose this is the only data set of 10 numbers in a column. So maximum 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns are there. Now suppose there are many columns and rows, and out of that we want to check which one would be suitable value. We want to go ahead with this, or what is the cube root of 7? So for this case, what you have to do, first of all, type the VLOOKUP, then lookup value means this, for this 7th number you want to check, and then give table array. Table array is from, you just look at, this is the total of, I just move the mouse to that particularly table, you can just look at. So overall, all the values have been selected. So all the values have been selected. So you have to select those overall values, all the values. And now then, which column index, or from this, which one is the column index you want to look. So the first is the number, second is the square, and third is the cube. So I marked there, this is the 3. And then range lookup. So this range lookup is something, if you just look at this value, it's something either in true or false. So we'll go with the false one. So what does that say? It gives for the 7th number, you will get is here 343 as the cube root. Now you want to do the square root one, so you can just mark that 2 here, press enter, you will get your 49. Now instead of that, you want to go with this, what is in this column number E, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I just mark there or edit the 5, and you can press enter, so just look at this value gets changed. So this is the value for it. If I mark the 4, value gets changed. So that is the thing. VLOOKUP is a function wherein there is the many or much more data is available, and you want to just select a particular value for a particularly number. And in that case, this kind of function, VLOOKUP function will be used. So VLOOKUP is a function wherein we can get the number vertically. So vertically means, so that's the 7th column. So for the, sorry, so this is the 7 numbers in the column of 1. You want the column number, say, second or third, fourth, fifth, and out of that, the values vertically. Now, instead of that, even you can go ahead with the H lookup. Now, the same thing is there, but here we'll be going horizontally. So horizontally means, suppose I want to know what is the value present in the, if I so double click on it. So if I just double click on it, so this is the value wherein the second that or the lookup value is this 2, and for this, which one or what would the value after row number 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and this 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is the fifth. At the fifth row, what is the value? So for that, H lookup function is there. So H lookup and V lookup, I am giving you this formula, though somewhat critical, but you can know it just for the sake of understanding. You can just you should know that VLOOKUP when you want to know the value vertically, while HLOOKUP that is the horizontally. So this is the first row, second, third, fourth, fifth row. You want to know what is in the fifth row. So you have to first of all again select this number and then select the whole data. This is the whole data here you have selected, and then you enter your file, and then again range lookup has to be false. So that's the formula of it. So H lookup formula is there. So if I just make it instead of 5, if I just press there 2, you will get value as 6. Why? Because you will get the first row, second, third, fourth, fifth. Likewise, the rows will get changed. So these are the certain formula related to the mathematical function. Now, as I said, if you know this data set, so either you can go ahead with this bordering, give here all borders. You want to change the line color, you can change the line color from it. Line style can be changed. Or if you click on more border option, so this is how you can be able to see. If I just click on more border, that the format cells will be appeared here, and accordingly you can do the different formatting. So that's all related to the mostly syllabus part of the Excel sheet. When we are done the mathematical, we have seen different mathematical functions, HLOOKUP function, VLOOKUP function. While formatting, yes, there are many things, but though it is not in syllabus and it will take a lot of time to cover all the Excel sheet, but some small tricks I will just given you. Okay, and many a times you may require how to create a chart. So I'll just even show you how to create a chart. So for that, you can just go to the insert command. And then this is the chart wherein you can see this is the insert column or bar chart or insert line or area chart you can see. So suppose just select these two numbers here. Sorry, these two columns. I'll go to this insert command, and if you just click on it, click on this drop down option. So you will see this. There are 2D columns, 3D columns, 2D bar, and 3D bars are there. So I have not even clicked on it, but the mouse just hovering on it, and you can see that the charts are available for us. So these are the different charts available for the different 3D column, and there are different formatting for it. 3D bars if you want to go ahead with, or even you can just go to this line bar. So this line graph, 3D line if you want. Sometimes you want to go ahead with the scatter one. So the scatters are also available here. So likewise, you can just click on it, and that's how you will get the graph. Not it even mentioned whatever the data is available with you. So you can just simply mention there that histogram if you want. Histogram is also possible. Sometimes you want pie chart. So this pie chart is also available. So it depends. I will just mark one data, and according to that data, it will just make a chart like this. So that's it. If you just click on this chart, and then there are different design options available. From this design options, so these are the designs option. You can change the layout of it from here. So this layout gets changed. Now, and from here, this design is also changed. So it depends upon what kind of design you need, what kind of data you have. So that's the chart, and you click on this plus option, chart element. So there are different options available. You can give the axis, title. You can even edit the chart title. And if you're not satisfied with this, you can even just go to here, change chart type. And if you click on here, so there are many options available. So from here itself, you'll be able to see how our chart will look like. That's the pie chart. Then bar. You want area. scattered one. Histogram. That's the waterfall, likewise. Then you can even make your own customized it. So if I want to use it, just double click on it and close it. So that's how even you will be able to see this is how this particularly line square, whatever the numbers are there, they have been marked as a line bar, uh, line graph, and the other one as a column graph. So that's how the combination of line as well as columns are also possible. So it depends upon what kind of chart you want to prepare, or you want to go with the earlier one. So you can just click on undo option. So that's how you want to go with the simple one. So this is the very simple chart will look like. So here, if you want to just simply change, you can give the access title here, give the data label, you can give the data table as well. You can show the error bar and then trend line. That's the trend line as well. So this is how you'll be able to see. So many times charts will be required if you want to prepare a chart, whatever the values are there, or most of the time when you go with for the writing a report, so that particular data set will be available with you. And for that data set, you want to prepare a chart. That's how you can prepare the chart, and you can compare how that particular the data, whether they are uptrending, downtrending, or have what kind of things are available for it. So for writing a report, most probably in Pioneer you want to forward for the project report. So these things will be most suitable for you, and you have to write those things. You have to enter those things in your report as well. So chart style can be changed from here itself. Then you can even go to the chart filter command as well. You want to change the data, so either you right click on it and select data, and you will get this part. Accordingly you can change, or even if you want to change it, so suppose if I just move it like this, so this data will get changed. So automatically data will get changed. So either you can go to the select data command, or you can go with this directly moving this part in the Excel sheet itself. Even you can change the colors from here. So likewise the colors may get changed. You want to switch row or column, you can switch row and column. So when I click on a chart, then only then this design option will appear here. Design and format. If I just click it outside, so it won't appear on this part. So you have to just remember this thing, that when you click on this chart, then only then your options will be available. Otherwise, it won't get available. Just look at this chart tools will get available automatically when you click on a chart. So this design tab as well as the format tab. From the format tab, then there are different options available. You can change the format, font, shapes can be changed. You want to print it, so you can go with the page layout tab and mark your page break or insert page break, or you want to go with the view option, page break preview. And from here, you can see that how you will get the print of it. That's the page number 1, you will get like this, and this is the page number 2. If I just click on the normal one, so you will get, so that particularly Excel sheet will look like normal. So this can be saved in different name. This can be saved as, you can export it. So this export option, you can directly create a PDF as well, or in some other option. You want to close it, you can close it from here, or just click on this part and will again come back here. So most of the time, this formula tab is used. Then you want to print, you can go ahead with this page layout setting, how that margin you want, what should be the size. Then you can go with the margin setting, you can go with the orientation, and then you want to use the formulas apart from whatever we have seen, and you want to just try on your own. So you can just click on this formula, and there are many formulas are available, and you can use those things. This from H lookup and V lookup function is available here. H lookup or V lookup. Then data and time setting, you can directly go to here. Just click the time. Okay. So it depends. You want hour, minute, and second. How do you want? And even you want to go with the text command, this logical and false if that we have seen. Then there are more financial commands are there. Then auto sum function is also available here. You want trigonometry, you want to go with the cos sign option, so you can go with this cos sign option. So that's how the Excel sheet syllabus or unit number 1 is almost covered in here. So here we will stop, and from the next section onwards, we'll see unit number 2, or more specifically, we'll go ahead with the programming part, and that is the C programming. So many of you already covered or might have covered in first semester or second semester, those who are directly coming from the polytechnic, so they might be looking at the first time. So C programming will be the second unit that we will start in the next lecture. So we'll stop here. So unit number 1 is finished. So thank you. You just check in the Google Classroom if you mark your attendance. If you're not done, can do so. And whenever you want to enter, just enter with your name and roll number. The roll number should be according to the latest sheet shared by your faculty advisor. Okay, so thank you. You can do the meeting.